Hello, this is Mike MacGyver, and we're down here at MacGyver's Tire and Wheel, and got a few more racks loaded, and I got a few wheel swaps. So, I guess up first we'll show a rack loading. We've picked up a Volkswagen rack that this came with. I won't be keeping this; it's going away. But I picked it up for the rack. It's a nice little old combi, but I don't need it. So anyway, the rack, it was white, and so I did a little bit of shuffling. I took the 69 Camaro off a blue rack, and I put it on the Volkswagen rack with another Camaro, and so this is the two Camaros. The one on the top was on a blue rack, and the one on the bottom was in a box. So I put both of them together on the white rack. Yeah, top one's a 69, and the bottom one is a 85 model. 85 Camaro Z28. Maybe one day, whenever I get run across another Z28 in a different color, we'll put it on the top and move this 69 off onto another rack. And I still got to remove the Volkswagen on the rack and all the writing down here, but yeah, no big deal. We'll get it one day. So anyway, that's one rack. And the blue rack that had the white Camaro on it, I put a 67 Camaro in its place, so now I got both 67s on one rack. I found this blue Camaro at Walmart, and it came with a rack, and it was sort of a reddish orange color. And I transferred some other cars to the orange rack, and then I put that blue one on that rack. Just doing a little rack shuffling. And so anyway, another day I found another rack with a blue van, Ford van. So, well, excuse me, I said blue rack, a black rack with no, I said blue van, didn't I? A blue van model kit on a black rack. So, I put it together and I put it on the bottom of the black rack, and I moved the Holly from the red rack over onto this black one with the blue one. Since the Holly truck had a lot of black in it, only had a little bit of red on the top, I took it off the red rack and put it on here. So these both of these are 1965 Ford Econoline vans. Yeah. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I hadn't filmed in a while. There's what's on the side of that one. Ford Cobra. And then up on the front door, it's got Ford and an address. But it's so little that this here thing ain't going to show it up. But the address is something in Dearborn, Michigan. Yeah, so that's probably where the factory is that they made these back in the day. Yes, indeed. And it came with a wheel kit, and I put the 5-spoke mags on it. The other set of wheels were blacked out rims with hubcaps. So anyway, that's that one. And the red rack that Holly van was on, I put my Denny Moore van on it. It's a Ford van also. And if I ain't mistaken, it's a 64. Yeah. The one on top's a 64, and the one on the bottom's a 65. So all I did was I pulled the Holly van off and put this Denny Moore van on it. So I got that one done. And I talked to one of my fellow collectors about the blue van. And so I picked up a second blue van for him. And the rack was black. And so I got the rack loaded up with these. My other Denny Moore and my O'Reilly's. And both of these are GMCs. The year model, I think, a 73 model. 1973 GMC Jimmys. So you got those two on the black rack. Yes, indeed. So that's that one. And up next, I got another red rack here that like I said, I did some car shuffling. I think this red rack had it had my two Instigators on it. That's what it was, the Nova, the 66 Nova Instigators. And I moved the Instigators over to that orange rack that the Camaro came with because one of the 66 Novas was orange. So anyway, they were on a red rack, and I took the red rack and I put these two on it. This is that came with the set, and I got the rims chromed. It ain't a real fine, shiny chrome like the one on top's got, but at least it's got some, detail. And they were black rims. Yeah. And the one on top's the one I got from Gary that he sent me. That both of these are Chevy Scottsdales. Both step sides, both four-wheel drives. So got those done. Glad to have that done. And up next, I picked up another rack this past week. And it came with this car. This is a Nissan Skyline, an old model. And so I put these wheels on it. This car will be going away too. This is Pennzoil, as you can see. And the rack said Pennzoil on it. And it's a yellow rack, and so I put these two on it. The bottom one is a 72 Dodge, and the top one is a 78 Dodge. So they got a different grill style, each one, but the body style stayed the same through the years. So yeah, got those two done. Glad to have that done. And last but not least, on the racks, I picked up another one. I think it was, I did some shuffling on it or something, shuffling on a rack. Man, I should have done this video sooner before I forgot about all I did. But anyway, I got this rack. I was going to put both my four-wheel drive vans on. Well, turns out that the four-wheel drive van was a little bit too tall, wouldn't fit inside the rack. So I didn't get to put both my four-wheel drive vans on the rack. I ended up putting one of them on there, and then I put my Sweethearts van on the bottom. Yeah. So now I'm going to have to find another two-wheel drive van to go with my other four-wheel drive van. Yeah. So that's that. Got that done. And that's all the rack loading. Oh, and this here van here, it had a rack on top of it with spare tire. I took that rack off, trying to get it to fit in the inside the bay, and it wouldn't work. So I took the spare tire mount off the Bronco. That's extra Bronco, and I mounted it on the van. Put the spare tire on the back. So yeah, it's still got the ladder on the back to get to the top, but no rack up on top no more. Took it off. Matter of fact, here's the rack. Yep, took that old rack off. So anyway, that's all the rack loading for now. Still got a lot more to get loaded whenever I get some more racks. But anyway, moving on. Y'all remember this year, Big Air Bel Air, right? Well, did it again. Here's its twin. Yeah, did it again. So these here will be going away, both of them. I got plans. To pass these on to someone. But yeah, this one's got a different color wheel on it. I like the one with the chrome wheels, and naturally, you know me, I like chrome wheels. But yeah, that's the way it is. The truck that this here set came off of is a Dodge. And I put the wheels from the Big Air Bel Air on the Dodge, and here's the Dodge. Yeah. And this Dodge is going to be pulling a trailer. I took the trailer off the green van. The trailer hitch. And it will be going on this here truck. I hadn't put it on yet. And it'll be hooked to a trailer, and it's going to be carrying a black funny car. That is, if it's a Mopar. I hadn't looked at it in a while. I think it's a Mopar funny car, so, and it's black, so I think this here truck will look good with it. Yeah, so anyway, that's the wheels off the Big Air Bel Air on here. And it turned out pretty good. There's the bottom of it. Homemade pieces from M2. Nothing spectacular about it, but it works. And she's a roller, rolls good. And so that's that one. And last but not least, on the wheel swaps, I took the wheels from this. This is one of them electric vehicles. I could care less about an electric vehicle. I watched a document video about electric cars in China. A whole field full of them just sitting there, rusting away, because they became obsolete pretty quick. So better be careful about buying an electric vehicle. Time you buy it and get it paid for, to be obsolete. Probably be obsolete before you get it paid for these days. But anyway, I took the wheels off of that electric vehicle. I put them on this here Jeep, and also lifted the back of the Jeep up and made it level. I didn't like the way it squatted in the back. And I'm also going to do the red one the same way. So yeah, that's what we did with that one. I like it. Looks a lot better lifted up in the back, leveled out. And also, I think I cut the slots in the base a little bit deeper, so it also lifted the front up, maybe the thickness of an axle, just a little bit. I lifted it up, not much, but I did a lot on the. I cut the slot a lot in the back to where we get it lifted up and level. And also, while I had it apart, I chromed the wheels that's in the back, so they'll match the wheels that's on it. So yeah, got them chromed up. Yes, indeed. So anyway, that's all my wheel swappings and rack loadings and all there. So I guess I better get out of here. I want to thank everybody for watching. And don't forget to leave a like. And if you would like to subscribe, it's free. And until next time, this is Mike MacGyver, and I'm gone.